Hi everyone. Today we're going to make a bracelet, and I've got 3 different kinds of clasp laying here. I don't know which one I'm going to wind up using. Different sizes. So, depending on how far I go with this. And I have cut 5 pieces of wire that are right about 3.5 inches long. They're close to it. So we're going to get started, and I really need to figure out which clasp I want to use. I'm going to start building the center, and we'll figure out which one I want to attach when we get close to the end. Alright, so we're just going to do a roll back and roll it around. And I'm using 20 gauge dead soft. It's half hard, I think. Nickel silver, because it's hard to work with. So I'm saying that it is not dead soft, that it is half hard. And I cut it short because I don't have much left, and I want to get out of it what I can. So I could work with longer wire, and it'd make working with it easier, but I don't have much left, and I want to get what I can out of it. I have to be thrifty with what I have. There we go. Till I can find some more. And afford to buy some more. So we're going to go like that. One of them and one of these. Alright. Now, I'll tell you about the beads. This is a 10 millimeter. The blue one is a 10 millimeter. This is a 6 millimeter, and these are 6 millimeters. So that's what we're working with, and that's what it's going to look like. And I was bad sick. I'm still not completely over it, but the antibiotic worked. It just did, I don't think I had enough of it. I had a bad sinus infection. So, yeah, and he only gave me 5 days of antibiotics, so I think I needed a little bit more. But I guess it's enough to get it started to go away. Alright, now we're going to cut this. Get it in there as close as I can. I hold that. And try not to break the bead and get in here and push that down. Yeah, it didn't do me at all good to get sick, because I was already behind a little bit on my videoing. Alright, there we go. There's one link. We'll do another one. Gonna go around. And I open it up. Hook it there. See if I can hold it with these. Yeah, my voice is still a little bit messed up from that. But yeah, I seem to be allergic to a whole lot of stuff, so I tend to get allergies this time of year. Spring and fall, you know. Sometimes winter, if it's really rainy and stuff. So how is everybody? You been making some jewelry? I'd like to see what y'all have been up to. Alright, now, there, we've got that connected, and we're going to connect this. Put the white one, a spacer, well, I don't want to pick up good. I'm dropping. I'm butterfingers today. Oh boy. I don't like the butterfinger days. See if I can get it to go on there. Yeah. My table is too tall for my chair, and so my arms are sitting up higher, and it's awkward. If I had my desk or where I work at, if I had that height of a table, that would be perfect. And this chair is it's worn out, so it ain't gonna raise up. This is one of them old roll top discs. So yeah, I need just a table to work on. We just wrap that around, get it as far as we can get it, and then we're going to back it up a little bit. And try to get in there as close as we can and cut it. I need a different setup, that's what I need. A different kind of desk. This roll top needs to go out into the living room for bills and stuff, and I need a table that I can sit at and work. Alright, now I'm going to take that, roll it around, make a little loop there. Open our loop up a little bit and hook it on. I'm looking like I want to do that, or at least that's the one I want to do, but I don't know how long I need to be, so I'll have to get my thing out to check. Because I've made some bracelets before I got my bracelet sizer out, and golly, they'd be more like anklets. Well, yeah, I got my husband a Santa Claus suit, and he's gonna play Santa Claus for some of the kids around at Christmas. He did. He had a other suit the other year, and it was so hot. He had my niece sitting on his lap, and he was just pouring sweat. But she liked him as Santa Claus, so she just sat there. We got some good pictures. So he's planning on playing it for his brother and the kids there, and then he's gonna play Santa Claus probably for my side of the family at Christmas. So he's been looking forward to that. Don't think I got it pulled tight enough. We're going to go back with it just a little bit. I'm going to snip it as close as I can get. And then I'm going to take these and just work it around. Be careful and not break the bead. Right there. Well, it ain't near us, but I saw a store open up somewhere around Conover. I'd like to get up there and see what they have. You know, I like to wire wrap stones, and the picture looked like she had loose stones there, and we do cut our own, but I'd like to go at least look and see what she's got. Who knows, maybe I could talk to her about selling some of my jewelry. I don't know, I doubt it. I doubt she does consignment, but just opened. And I thought, well, I'd talk my husband into riding up there with me later. We gotta look around. Give us an excuse to get out of the house anyway. Alright, we've got that much so far. Now we're getting to the point that we're going to have to decide which clasp. And I like that one. But I just don't want it to be too big. Let's see where this is. Oh, we ain't even 5. So if I think we do one more and then we put that clasp on. So we're going to go ahead and hook it, I guess. don't know if I want to hook it this way or not. I guess it will hook that way. We'll go for it. I like that clasp. Get it in there. Now my wires are really short, so I'm gonna have to pull it tight. I don't know if y'all can hear my cat over there. He's snoring. So if you hear something snoring, that's a cat. He's lying in the window, just snoring away. Now, that's that long. Let's see what we're looking at. One more at least, and we'll check it again. Yeah, like this. This will be our winter frost bracelet. He woke up and he made a sound, went back to sleep. I like having them in here if they're quiet. But if they're not quiet, and they're trying to get into everything I'm doing. When he was a baby, he would sit up in the back side of this is a roll top, and he'd sit there and he'd swat at me while I was painting. And he'd walk through the paintings, and he'd swat at my hand, but he's about too big to get in there anymore. I've got some videos up with him in them. Like what I've got there. So if you go to some of my painting videos at the beginning of this channel, and if you go to the reef that I did out of seashells, he was in that too, I think. I know his my little girl cat was in it, but I think he was too. Because they are lap cats, and they love attention. And if you're ignoring them, they will let you know. Alright, let's see what we're going to do here. That's where that's going to be. Right at 6 inches. Should I do one more? And I've not got it laid down flat because I need to put the last one on there. I mean, that'll hook. I think I know what I'll do. Because getting next to a clasp, I need something smaller. So we might do something different there. So we'll go this way. ahead and wrap it around. Let's snip it here. Anybody buy any tickets to the lottery? Because they said it was, I think, going to be $1 billion today. I don't know. I think they said it was up to $1 billion. Now, what we're going to do here, and this isn't as long, so I'm going to take it, open it up, and we're going to do this last link different because I think it'd be too big if I put this in. So this is what we're going to do. I think it'd be too little if I don't put a link on it. And I might be wrong, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I can cut it off and we can use a jump ring or something to hold it. I don't know if he's dreaming of catching mice or what, but he's sitting there in the window with his face down, blocking the light out of his eyes, and sleeping. I don't know why he don't go to a dark area to sleep, but you should see him. He is face down, and he's snoring. We'll take one of these, and I still don't think I've got that mashed down flat enough. About got my finger there. That would not have been good. Put one of these on, and put one of these on. And leave it like that. That way it's smaller and it can connect to that, and it's not a whole link there. And I think next time, if I get this from this company again, if I get the nickel silver, instead of getting 20 gauge that I like to use, I will get the I will get 22 gauge. Because it's not working out for me for the 20 gauge. Now the copper 20 gauge and 18 gauge is fine. It's soft. It's like butter. But yeah. And I like the look of this. I've got to be able to work with it like I can on the others. I need a smaller round nose, I think. Every time he breathes, he snores. It's so funny. It's like a little baby cooing, you know. Alright, there. Now, got it held where I want it. Ain't exactly the way I use my pliers, but I had to get creative. Alright, I'm going to cut it here because I think I might break the bead if I force it. See, my wire out cutters don't even want to cut this. Let's see how long it is. Yeah, that works out better with the smaller beads there. I'd like to have had that there, but I don't think that would have worked. And it takes it to about a 7-inch. And had I put that bead in, it would have been everything like a 7.5. It is loose on me, but it don't fall off. So, yeah. I could probably do without, I could have done without that on me. But a lot of people like them loose, where they dangle down a little bit. Just curious how big my wrist is. If I can get it. So that's about, see if I can put a bend in it. Alright, let's see how long how big my wrist is. Where'd I put the ruler in my lap? So my wrist is like 6 1/4, and that's tight 6 1/4. So about a 7 would be right. Maybe just a hair smaller than a 7. There we go. Put that wire around my wrist, and my wrist, if it's tight to it, is about 6 1/4. So 6 1/2 would work for me, or 6 3/4. This is a little loose, but it measures 7 inches on the bracelet mandrel. Y'all, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking out to the end, and I'll see you on the next one. Y'all take care out there. Stay safe and stay well. And until next time, bye-bye.